Welcome back to the Swang Glow Podcast Show, man. It is yours truly, Do Rock Creek. What's happening with all my people out there in the wonderful world today? I hope everybody is living in their blessings and being a blessing to the people that you love and care for the most in your life. Thank you all for joining me back at this round table. It's an absolute pleasure to be here with you, a blessing and an honor. You know what I'm saying? And I want to step out there and thank all my new subscribers that chose the Swang Low podcast show to come be part of the team. I appreciate you, love you, embrace you fully. To those of y'all that just view, hey man, please like, comment, and subscribe to the Swang Low podcast show. It won't cost you nothing. It's all for free. You feel me? I will never stop asking y'all to do that because the grind is real, and that's what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to build this platform to higher and higher heights every time we step to this roundtable. So again, please like, comment, and subscribe to the Swang Low Podcast Show through Rock Creek. It's greatly appreciated and needed. Love and appreciate you all, man. Okay, now look, shout out to my boy 16 of Life. Let me go ahead and get this stuff prepared, man. You feel me? Shout out to 16 of Life. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing a reaction to a video that 16 of Life just did. You know what I'm saying? Probably a day or two ago, right? And as you can see right here on the screen, the tag is "Are blacks using steroids in prison?" You know what I'm saying? Now, not only was this a good video, good subject to jump on and attack, because I know people be extremely curious about the things that take place in prison, right? And who better than him and I and those that has actually been through the experience, to bring these true factoids to y'all. You know what I'm saying? And he raised this topic, and I viewed his content like I always do. You know what I'm saying? Again, shout out to 16 Life, my boy Chill. He got good wonderful content going on over there. I encourage you all, if you haven't already did it, to go to his channel, 16 to Life, like, comment, and subscribe to his channel. You know what I'm saying? He does great work over there, man. And like I quite often do, I take a trip over there and check out what he got going on. You know what I'm saying? And this is a person that I personally know. You know what I'm saying? But I believe it was back in 1997. Is when I first met 16 to Life, Chill. Right? We was in Salinas Valley State Prison, D Yard together. You know what I'm saying? And he has a fascinating memory on a lot of the things that took place up there. Some things that I had to be reminded of, that he brought me back on. I'm like, oh yeah, damn, okay, yeah, you are right. You know what I'm saying? But this isn't about that. This is about, you know, dudes in prison, working out, getting big. You know what I'm saying? And this is during the time when they had the weights in prison. You know what I mean? And dudes was monsters. Dudes was absolute beasts. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna give y'all some prime examples of some of the people that was around back in them days. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna show y'all how dudes look when I had first entered into the prison system back in 1992, 91, 92. You know what I'm saying? This is how some of them dudes look, man. Let's run through these pictures real quick. And this ain't gonna be no super long video. We're gonna run through this. I'm just doing a reaction to the content that the homie did, which is fascinating to me. I encourage y'all to go over there and check this video out. You know what I'm saying? But this is how dudes was looking, and bigger than this. You know what I'm saying? He pointed out, Chill pointed out, you know what I'm saying? He named a few names, you know what I mean, of some of the dudes that was around back then in them days. Some of them I know, like Big Bouncer from Long Beach Insane. You know what I'm saying? Like Big Dan Tanner from Long Beach Insane. You know what I'm saying? Like Big Insane from Long Beach Insane. You know what I mean? Like the homie Big L from Altadena Block. You feel me? Like Big LL from I believe he was from 120 Raymond. You know what I'm saying? And the names just go on and on. You know what I'm saying? You had them big, swole. You had them short, swole. You know what I'm saying? You name it, you had them there. You know what I'm saying? But this is how these dudes was running around looking, man. You feel me? Monsters, beasts. You feel me? And as I was over there checking out the homie Chill 16 to Life's content on this subject, you know what I'm saying? And again, I'm doing a reaction to Chill's video, and I'm gonna show you a video clip that he did from his show. You know what I'm saying? After we run through these little pictures right here. But this is how dudes was looking when I first came to prison back in 1991, 92. This is how they was looking. You know what I'm saying? But on Chill's channel, when he covered this, the comment section, I have made a comment in his section and basically said, no steroids in prison. Okay. And the reason why I made that comment is because I have never known anybody in prison, black, that use steroids to blow up like you see these dudes right here. I have never known anybody black that use steroids. You know what I'm saying? My experience, being on the weight pal with a lot of these dudes, with a lot of these OG factors, you know what I'm saying? That was humongous, that was big, like some of the dudes that I just named, you know what I'm saying? That I personally know, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it was off the natch, off of working out, you know what I'm saying? Religiously, day in and day out. Sometimes dudes will work out 2 or 3 times a day. You know what I'm saying? If you wanted to have a conversation with a lot of these dudes, you had to go to that weight pal. You know what I'm saying? And then, even back then, you know what I'm saying? They wouldn't just letting anybody jump into. They had buffing crews. They called it buffing crews. Those are the dudes that got on the weight pal and worked out. You know what I'm saying? That's what we call it, the workout, buffing. You know what I'm saying? So bam, if you wasn't, you know what I'm saying, of these dudes caliber, meaning if you, man, you got to remember these dudes was hitting, they would put the quarters, they would stack the quarter pound weights, you know what I'm saying, on the bench press. They would put like 5 of those things on each side and then tie down 100-pound dumbbells on the side of that. And I used to sit there and trip and watch these dudes like Big LL from Raymond and the homie Big L from Altadena Block. Now, them two was the strongest dudes that was on the yard, and Big Insane from Long Beach Insane. These was the absolute. Big Insane had about some 24-inch arms. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. His nest set out like these dudes used to set cups on top of their chest, bro. They were so big. You know what I'm saying? Straight cups. You feel me? And I sat and I watched this my whole time there. Now, remember, I just did a story not too long ago about when we had an incident with the Bloods, with the down moves over the weights. You know what I'm saying? This is how serious we took weightlifting and working out. You know what I mean? When our weights got took, we went down to the Blood side and worked out on their weight pal, something that we was not supposed to do. But that's how serious we took working out. That's how serious dudes was. You know what I'm saying? It was like a religion to us. You know what I'm saying? Now, when I made that comment in the homie 16 of Life's comment section, somebody jumped out there and said something to the effect that, they describe themselves as being Hispanic, and that they sympathize with, they understood that, it was in our genetics to be big. But he also went on to say something about, so that we wouldn't get victimized and this and that, right? Now, I don't know if that came with sarcasm, you know what I mean? Because words can be misinterpreted when it's typed rather than said. You know what I mean? So I don't really want to jump too far in that, you know what I'm saying? But at the same token, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? It had nothing to do with being a victim of anything. You know what I'm saying? It had everything to do with wanting to, in a lot of the black communities, you know what I mean? When you in the hood, and you got big homies that done went to prison or jail, you see them go in one way, and then you see them get out on monster swole, hair long, you know what I'm saying? On swole, you know what I'm saying? Like complete G status. You know what I mean? And that was, if you went to jail, if you went to prison, that's the level that you wanted to get out on. You wanted to show your physical growth as well as your mental, if that's what the page that you was on, but definitely the physical. So it had nothing to do with anybody being victimized in prison or in jail. You know what I'm saying? So to that person that made that comment, in case you was misinformed or just didn't know, then that's what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was like a religion to us to go in, work out, you know what I'm saying, build up our bodies. We see the other homies in there doing it. That's the page that they own. We thought it was cool. So we wanted to be on that same page. You know what I'm saying? And get out and let everybody see our physical growth. You know what I mean? That's what that was all about. It had nothing to do with, you know, anybody being victims. You know what I'm saying? So please let that escape your mind. Then I'm gonna show you some pictures of myself. You know what I mean? Now this is probably like a couple, these pictures of me is probably like a couple of years ago, like a few years back when I was really working out. But y'all gotta understand the weights was taken from us way back in 1996, 97. You know what I'm saying? The weights existed probably in certain spots on certain yards, just a tad bit longer than that, right? But for the most part, they took the weights out of all the California prison yards. You know what I'm saying? So there was, like 16 of Life said, when we was in Salinas Valley in 1997, 98, you know what I'm saying? A yard still had their weights, but C yard, D yard, you know what I'm saying? B yard, the weights was gone. You know what I mean? The weights was gone. So that hope and dream was over. And also, as he described, they ended up putting in curl bars, you know what I'm saying, pull up bars and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So you had to find some way to stay physical and keep yourself in shape. You know what I mean? So I adapted to working out on the pull up bars, doing a whole bunch of push ups. You know what I'm saying? The dip bars. That's how we stayed. Oh, and on top of that, when you inside the cell, you make water bags and you lift the water bags. You actually get a big trash bag, fill it up with as much water as your arms can hold. You know what I'm saying? Tie it down real good, put it inside of I'm gonna say like a laundry bag that they give you, or whatever you are able to hold that water bag in, and then we lift it. And if we're not using the water bags, then we just stack up a whole bunch of books, tie them down real nice and tight as dead weight. You know what I'm saying? And you turn that in to a curl bag. You know what I'm saying? And there's been many and plenty of times of me working out and utilizing all of those materials. You know what I'm saying? I was just having a conversation with my girl Morticia. You know what I'm saying, about an incident that took place. But let me show you these pictures of myself first, man. You know what I'm saying? Now I ain't no super big old dude. I ain't no, I never was no super big swole dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm a tall, skinny dude. You know what I'm saying? That's always been more cut up than anything. You know what I'm saying? And my cuts, you know what I'm saying, came from the hard work that I put in, on the pull-up bars, the dip bars, doing my push-ups, that water bag, you know what I'm saying, and even hitting the book bag. You know what I'm saying? So this picture right here is of me a couple of years ago, when I was still on my workout real deep. You know what I'm saying? You see the cuts is there, but this is with no weights. You know what I'm saying? This is with no weights. We ain't seen weights in years, So you got to be able to, you know, think of something to stay in your best shape as you possibly can. And as I just described to you, the things that we use, in place of the weights, this is how I was looking from that. You know what I'm saying? Plus a whole bunch of push-ups. You know what I mean? This one is also me too. You know what I'm saying? All cuts, no fat. You know what I'm saying? None of that. Just a whole bunch of working out. hitting that curl bag, going out to the yard, jumping on the dip bars, doing the pull-ups. You know what I'm saying? That's all hard work right there. Tall, skinny dude, but cut up. You know what I'm saying? Here's another. You feel me? Now, back in the day when they had the waist, like I said, I was never no big dude, but I was a little bit bigger than this. You know what I'm saying? Working out on them weights. You know what I mean? It was a religion to us. You know what I mean? So when I made the statement, well, the comment in 16 to Life's comment section that there was no steroids in prison, I meant that because out of my whole existence from 1991 and 92 on up, I have never met any black men that was utilizing steroids that used them to get big, like they was running around looking. I never knew one person. You know what I'm saying? Now, is it a possibility that they could have got them in and been using them? Yeah, it's a possibility of you getting anything in jail or in prison. You know what I'm saying? But I honestly believe, like, if you would have said something like that to one of them dudes back in the day that they was using steroids to get their size, you probably would have got a good fight up out of them, in all honesty. And I'm just keeping it real because that's how serious they took the workout. We all did. You know what I'm saying? And that's a fact. Now let me run this video clip real quick of the homeboy 16 to Life. You know what I'm saying? Going over the situation about, what dudes is utilizing to work out. You know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna get back to it.
Took the weights, and so now what they was doing was on the yards in the where the weights was, they were just putting up dip bars, putting up apparatuses where you could do pull-ups, push-ups and stuff like that, right? And so I definitely ran across some big dudes, but the dudes who I ran across, in my opinion, was nowhere in comparison to the brothers back when they had the weights. Excuse me. A dude asked me too. He said, "Hey, Chill, what was the workout routine of some of those dudes, and what did they eat?" And so, like I said, back in my day, when the weights was gone, you would have dudes go out there and maybe on chest day, they may, do a pull up on the bar like this. They may do, depending on how strong they were, anywhere from 10 to 15. Then they would go to the dip bar. They would do maybe, 15 to 20, 25 reps on the dip bar. Then they would go do some push-ups, and that would just be one set, and some dudes would do 20 sets and stuff like that. I remember.
Hey, okay, now how he just described all that is actual facts. You know what I'm saying? Now the bar workout is nothing compared to the actual weights, like he just said. He was so on point with that. You know what I'm saying? But it takes the cheat off. The bars do take the cheat off, and the bars is a whole different kind of workout because you got to remember you utilizing your own body weight. You know what I'm saying? When you're up there and you're doing your pull-ups, look, like I was saying, me and my girl was having this conversation, and I was telling her about this story. I had told her about it, but I don't think I had went into the full extent. So I'm gonna tell y'all about it real quick, right? When I was at High Desert State Prison, right, I used to work out with a dude named Rock from Rolling 40s Crib and the homie Rip from Park Village Compton Crib, right? Now, them was the only two dudes on that whole entire yard that was able to go the full distance with me on a workout session. Now, when you're on the yard, you got up to 2 hours out there. So out of that whole 2 hours, we would be working out an hour and 45 minutes straight, right? Going from the pull-up bars, going to the dip bars, going to the curl bars. Then we'll throw in 3 laps all the way around the track. Then go back, repeat that same routine with push-ups and all that. You know what I'm saying? And we usually did probably 15 to 20 sets of that. You know what I mean? Now, at my best on the workout, when I was doing my pull-ups, I'm doing 25 to 30 a set. You feel me? And that's no cap. Anybody that's been on the yard with me when I was working out would tell you that. You know what I'm saying? Like I was strong, extremely strong. And the homie Rock from Rolling 40s and the homie Rip from Compton Park Village was equally as strong, but nobody else was able to, they wouldn't even come over there. They wouldn't even come over to the Way Power where we was at. And if you wanted conversation with us, you would have to come over there because we wasn't, running around on the yard and politicking and all that. We wasn't doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? We over here on our workout. That's how serious we took it. Okay, so look, I had this one dude, I'm not gonna say his name or where he was from, but he was a Crip. And I had knew him. We was in the LA County jail beating people up together. You know what I'm saying? That's how, he seen me putting in my work. I seen him putting in his work. That's how me and him ended up coming together. You know what I'm saying? And then we just start beating up people together and pressing. You know what I'm saying? So bam, fast forward years later in High Desert State Prison, he get up there and he see me and Rock and the homie Rip from Park Village on our workout. So he like, well, I work out in the cell all the time. I feel like I can jump in there in that workout session with y'all and last. So I'm like, hey, if that's how you feel, you more than welcome to come. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna come. I think I can hang with that. I think I can hang with that. So you got to understand, many men have said that, and many men end up running away, right? Bam, he ended up coming one day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna make a long story short and just put it this way, man. On the third, set, he was done, right? I specifically remember this man, like after we had ran our laps, the third lap, he went back and sat down on the bench and he was breathing so hard. He had his head between his legs. It looked like he had dumped his head in a pool of water. You know what I'm saying? His eyes had turned yellow and it was all watery, right? So I'm like, you all right, bro? So when he looked up at me, I would never forget it. I would never forget it. And this is somebody that I told you that I was beating people up with in the LA County jail. You know what I'm saying? This was a real, real good friend of mine, right? He looked up at me, he shook his head, yeah, and walked off and never talked to me again. All from that workout. All from the workout. That's a true fact. He felt humiliated because before he even started, there was another Crip standing over there, big dude too, from West Covina neighborhood. He tell him, he said, hey, he said, you finna work out with them? You like, yeah, yeah. He like, oh man. He said, look, he said, I don't know about that one, bro. He said, but I'm gonna let you know what I'm saying? They might have you with your tongue hanging out on the ground. Oh, no, man, I work out in the cell and this and that. And dude trying to tell him the cell workout is completely different from this bar workout, in which it is. Like I said, you're pulling on your body weight. You know what I'm saying? So bam, anyway, that ended up happening. Tongue on the ground, done. He never talked to me again as long as we was on that yard, all behind that workout. But that's how serious people take these workouts in prison. You know what I'm saying? So just imagine if we had the weights like we did back in the day. You feel me? So I can never, ever in a million years say that men was using steroids in prison. And again, it's not like it's impossible for them to get them and use them. You know what I'm saying? Because you can get anything in prison. You know what I'm saying? So, but I've known no man, black, you know what I'm saying, that use steroids to get big. Nah, not one. You know what I mean? I brought one more video clip that I want y'all to check out, man. You know what I'm saying? This is a video clip that the homie Terry Roten, aka OBZ Fat Boy, posted on his social media Instagram page that I seen and found to be so profound that I shared it on my Instagram, on my Facebook, and I believe my TikTok. And I wanted to bring this here to the roundtable for y'all to check out because it's deep. I'm gonna run this clip and we're gonna talk about it.
So yesterday I was talking about, how your big homies, so-called big homies, ain't telling y'all or showing y'all the position y'all gonna be in if y'all messing up and doing crazy shit because these niggas don't care. These niggas ain't about to show you this.
run that back. I don't even think that played all the way through. Hold up. Or
So
did I
yesterday I
cut it
was
short?
talking
I may
about,
have cut it short.
you know, how your big homies, so-called big homies, ain't telling y'all or showing y'all the position y'all gonna be in if y'all messing up and doing crazy shit, because these niggas don't care. These niggas ain't about to show you this.
Okay. I cut it short. But the moral of that story is this, right? He's saying that OGs, you know what I'm saying, to get out and make it look good and seem like it was all good, you know what I'm saying, about being in jail, about going to prison and all this and that, right? And he's describing, he's like that, he was showing a picture of himself, right, in prison, and he's standing next to that picture, right? And he's saying, look, I done gained 100 more pounds now that I'm free. But while I was locked up, I was stressed out. All I had was to work out, lose weight, and stress. You know what I'm saying? And your OGs is getting out, making it seem like doing the time is nothing, making it seem like it's nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Do not be fooled by that. And that's what I want y'all to understand. And like these type of stories is being put out, like the one that I'm covering, like the homie 16 life covered, you know what I'm saying, about, you know, dudes taking care of themselves, working out, you know what I'm saying? Wherever your mind is at while you're locked up, right? Fooled by none of the smoke and mirrors. You know what I'm saying? I always bring y'all the truth when it comes to jail. I tell y'all that the glamorizing of being locked up is not fly, is not cool. But with people like myself and 16 to Life and a few others that I've seen online, bringing is education and content, you know, help y'all understand what goes on in a bad situation and try to discourage y'all from ever having to go through that. You know what I'm saying? And that was the whole point of me bringing OBZ Fat Boy's video to the round table, because he described it so perfect. And y'all, please excuse me for cutting the video too short. You know what I'm saying? I didn't mean to do that, because what he said was so deep and profound. You know what I'm saying? That y'all need to hear that type of thing. As a matter of fact, y'all can go to my Instagram, Trade Mace, or better yet, you know what? Y'all can go to OBZ Fat Boy's social media. This is his right here. Go to his social media, man. You know what I'm saying? And follow him. Go check that video out. You know what I'm saying? In his own words. And I promise you, you're going to find that to be as profound as I did. You know what I'm saying? And again, shout out to Terry Roden, aka OBZ Fat Boy. Appreciate you for giving me the okay to run your content, bro. You know what I'm saying? You definitely a real one. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to bro, man. Again, OBZ Fat Boy. You feel me? But look, man, I don't want y'all thinking that, you know, that any of this stuff is cool. You know what I'm saying? To go to jail and be working out and to get big, and you know what I'm saying? It's nothing cool about being in jail. Nothing. Because you're taken away from your family. Like OBZ Fat Boy said, I'm in there working out because I'm stressed out. I'm doing that to try to keep my mind off of the stress. And the harder I stress, the harder I work out. I couldn't help but lose weight. Now that that stuff is behind me, I done put on 100 pounds. 100 more pounds than I was in the picture that he was standing next to, excuse me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, you know, we all have those type of stories. The real ones is gonna bring you the real. The real ones is gonna try to teach you something, to school you, you know, about the real stuff. You know what I'm saying? Others, they'll try to lead you into a wreck and you know, misinform you about what to expect. What you can expect going to jail is exactly that, being locked up inside a cell for 20 some hours out your day. And when that door closed, it's a wrap. You don't come out until they say you can come out. You don't eat until they say that you can eat. if you don't got your own canteen and stuff. And I know it's a whole bunch of dudes that's locked up that don't have family and people to look out for them. So a lot of them depend on that state food, which is trash and garbage. I've described many times in different videos in my content about the rats and roaches that be all in the food. You know what I mean? So you definitely gonna lose weight on that. And they don't feed you like how they used to feed you. Not at all. Man, they got people, they got everybody on special diets. You know what I'm saying? They give you for lunch, they give you cheese and a piece of bread and probably a tomato, a graham cracker, and a Kool-Aid. Who can that's you? I'm a grown ass man eating that type of lunch. You feel me? So again, take this all in. Listen to this video. Share to who you need to share to if you really care about your homeboys and family members that need to hear this, that you see might be on the wrong road. Allow them this game. You feel me? Because you're not gonna go to prison and it be a breeze, you know, and it don't affect your mental. It's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I just wanted to bring this little content to y'all. You know what I'm saying? This is my
Took the weights,
reaction
and so
to the
now
homeboy
what they was doing
16.
was on the yards.
Oops, excuse me. I pushed the wrong button, y'all. This is my reaction to the homie 16 life chills. Or blacks using steroids in prison. Shout out to 16 to life again. You know what I'm saying? That's my homeboy. You know what I'm saying? That's the only one of the only people that I can call that's on these YouTube. Somebody that I absolute respect to the fullest. You know what I mean? He brings real good content. I don't see no fabrications and none of the stuff that he's brought so far. You know what I mean? And again, like I said, this is somebody that I know personally. You know what I mean? This ain't somebody that I met on social media, you know, and it's like that with a lot of these dudes that I've seen on social media, you know what I mean? But with him, you know, I do have that personal history and connection to. You know what I mean? Just like I do with the homie Crazo over at the Game Bangers Life Coach. Y'all go check him out. Y'all go tap into his content, like, comment, and subscribe to his channel too, because he run absolute bomb material as well. You know what I'm saying? So again, shout out to 16 to life. I appreciate you, bro, for granting me the rights to run your content. You know what I'm saying? And there will be more of this. There will be more. You know what I'm saying? But look, man, I'm gonna get ready to get on up out of here. You know what I mean? I just wanted to present something to y'all for the day. You know, we're not cheating each other out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, this was able to inform people that wasn't informed about, you know, y'all seeing big dudes getting out of prison back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Or might be in shape today. Well, it's a difference between then and now. They had the waist. Now you got the workout bars. You know what I'm saying? And as OBZ Fat Boy described to y'all, hey, I was working out to keep the stress off. And in the midst of that, I lost a whole bunch of weight. You know what I'm saying? Now that that's behind me, I done put on 100 pounds. And that's how it is. They don't feed you right. And on top of that, you're dealing with a whole bunch of stress. So you're going to lose weight. Trust me, I know that personally. You know what I'm saying? But on that note, I'm gonna let y'all get up out of here, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. I hope everybody is out there being safe, taking care of your business, loving the people that love you, man, you know, and being vigilant about what's going on around you. There's a lot of crazy people out there that don't want to see you happy for 2025 or any year. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you keep them about your space as much as you possibly can. On that note, I'm gonna get up out of here. I love and appreciate y'all for tapping back into this roundtable, man. To the next time we meet here, love y'all, man. Triple gang.